Julius II, if the painter Raphael would do better. Michelangelo was given the job anyway, and ironically the result was his true masterpiece. 500 years after this accomplishment, Michelangelo, my apologies, influence as a painter, architect, and sculptor is still felt. Okay, I don't have a clue what year that was, so 1503 Florence. Okay. So let's find Florence. And this takes so long to find somewhere to go, because we've used most of them. So Florence. Okay, 1503. Okay, let's go back in time now. Back in time. I don't know how they expect you to get that bonus. It's like impossible. Like, I bet even the most elite Mario players can't do that. This really isn't a Mario game. Which, of course, it is technically a Mario game because Mario. That switches between which one I say. Because Mario is in it, but it's not a true Mario game, I don't guess. Mario games are hard. Like Super Mario Brothers 1 through 3, like the original ones, it's hard, man. For the NES. It's a little bit more relaxed and easy. Excuse me, sir, do you have a moment? Away with you, little man. There is an exquisite work of art hiding behind this block, and I must chisel and free it. Leave me alone, Lucky Mo Solo. I don't know if that's Lasciami Solo, which I'm assuming means leave me alone. Ciao, Michelangelo, is this chisel yours? Grazie, I've been looking for this all over the studio. That's a relief. Often our worst fears are unfounded. Perhaps it is the same with the Sistine Chapel. So, Mike, what you gonna do about the painting next ceiling? Oh, why not? You've convinced me. Now, whose portrait should I put up there? Say, Mario. Nah. Okay, so we'll just check these other dudes. Howdy, friend. How are you? I'm Raphael, the painter and friend to painters. I know all the big names in art. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Bartolomeo, Bartholomew? I don't know. I think all true artists should wear berets, so here's one for you. Do you recognize this chisel? I may be a painter, but I'm associated with sculptors. That's this marble chisel. Michelangelo just started on a huge white marble piece. Coincidence? I think not. Credo di no. Oh. What's he working on? Sorry, but I've got to search for some paint. Okay, maybe this bro him wants a pretty hat. Buongiorno, is this chisel yours? Not yet, I'm a mere apprentice. We apprentices have to work long and hard before we earn the right to own a chisel. Is nice as that. Besides that one marked with the letter M. Do you know the artist Michelangelo? Si, amico. I was blessed with his work, or to work with him on a statue La Pieta the Pitti. Some doubted a mere 23-year-old could work such a miracle, so he carved Michelangelo made it across the front. Where did he learn to sculpt so well? Oh, I think he's a natural genius, but he sculpted Greek statues in Lorenzo de' Medici's sculpture gardens. Until Lorenzo the Magnificent passed away in 1492, he was Michelangelo's patron. What's Michelangelo's greatest talent? His specialty's always been the beauty of the human form. You know how he learned anatomy? He studied the bodies at a hospital. He really knows the muscles and bones. Blur, I feel a draft. Thanks for the capello. My head was freezing. sit and have a crust of bread that my mom made. I know a picture is worth 1,000 words, but I could talk forever about my idol Michelangelo. Can you tell me more? Certo. He was born in 1475 to the Bronte family in Caprice. But his father was a ne'er-do-well, and Michelangelo was sent to live with a family of stonecutters. That's why he loves to sculpt. Has he always lived in Florence? Luckily, he grew up around this elegant city. Florence has always been the artistic center of Europe since the Renaissance began. Can you tell me where I can find him? They say he has very few friends, so he's probably in the studio up to David's ears in Carrara marble. And then he'll say no, I'm a derp if I ask him if he can tell me anything else. Ciao, signore. What are you looking at? A painting Michelangelo helped me with. When we were only 13, we apprenticed together at the workshop of I still don't know how to say that. Ghirlandaio brothers. In the end, they wound up paying him to be their apprentice. Why did he leave the workshop? He was probably bored. We learned about fresco painting, but he really wanted to be a sculptor. That was already 13 years ago. He gave away one of his brushes. They even gave away his brushes. Take one, por favor. It's supposed to be por favor. Do you ever hear from him? He's a big sculptor now. He forgets about me. Yeah, that's right. Make sure I read that right. I get a little bit dyslexic sometimes when the lines run together and stuff. I hear the city leaders have hired Michelangelo for the sculpture of David, the boy who slew Goliath in the Bible. Do you have any paint to spare? I'm an artist, not a store clerk. I'm also hungry. If you bring me the staff of life, perhaps I'll get my staff to give you the paint. Capiche? Italian bread, my favorite, and as I promised, you paint. That doesn't make any sense. Here it is, Renaissance purple, you see. I'm no con artist. Will Michelangelo ever paint again? There's a story making the studio rounds that Pope Julius II is going to hire him to paint the ceiling of the chapel at the Vatican. But it's not yet written in stone. Capiche? Do you think he'll accept? One can hardly refuse a papal commission. Besides, I also happen to know Michelangelo hopes to sculpt the Pope's tomb. Oh well, the thing we wish to do least is often the thing we do best. So now I'll go give this dude over here. Is this dude? No, it must be this dude. No. Yeah, I didn't think Michelangelo wanted it. This guy doesn't want it. So no matter who I try to give it to, they say thank you. No. Oh well. Doesn't matter too much. No, I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay. So, go ahead and head on back in time. Forward in time. I keep saying back in time. I'm back to 1993. Which is really technically back in time, considering it's 2012. Stratford upon Avon, 1601. Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, King Lear, Othello, Macbeth. These are only a few famous characters immortalized by the greatest. I don't know. What the greatest playwright and poet and it's not in British, it's not in English. The greatest poet in, oh, maybe it is in English literature. William Shakespeare. Born over 400 years ago in 1564, Shakespeare's plays are still performed throughout the world. Shakespeare wrote during England's Golden Age, a time when Queen Elizabeth I was generously supporting the arts. It is said that Shakespeare wrote pretty sure one of the things is play. Wrote a play just for her. And as well as an author. And okay, we'll start at the bottom, go up, and Guardian. Of course it's not Guardian. No, I want this one. Actor as well as an author, Shakespeare is known to have written some 1,000. I'm gonna say 500. No, not 500. I felt that was it. Some 4,000 seemed a little bit extreme to me. Some 200. It's not. I'm pretty sure I've used that 900 before. 37 plays. Among them were. Okay, among them were. You have to give me a second. I have to scroll through these. Histories such as Richard III and Henry V. Comedies such as The Taming of the Shrew, Twelfth Night, and like I said, you have to give me a second. And tragedies such as Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet. Most of the Shakespeare's plays were first performed at the open-roofed Globe Theatre, where bad weather, I'm pretty sure is the word I'm looking for here. I've pretty much got this list memorized as many times as I've saw it. To cancel a performance. Shakespeare lived until 1616, having made a modest fortune. He was buried in the village where he was born. Stratford upon Avon. So Stratford 1601, okay. So, Stratford. No, come back. Okay, Stratford 1601. And here we go with the surfing again, which I still don't understand. Like I said before, it's probably him. It may be a reference to 90s culture that I'm not getting. Pop culture, you know. Something that was on a TV show or in a movie, or you know, just something that it was like a joke that everyone understood, you know. Go back, I want the mushroom. I guess Druggy's gotta have his mushrooms. Oh, forget it. Just forget it. Get this one. I think I'll pick that up. I didn't pick that one up though. Okay, let's go ahead and grab these. I don't even know. I kind of just zoned out for a couple seconds there. I was still playing, but I was like completely out of my head. I was like, what was I saying? I must have just not been talking and just sitting here being quiet. Okay, let's do that. Anyways, oh, this is the skull from Hamlet. Okay, I'm just gonna go to Shakespeare first. I'll find Shakespeare first, and then I'll go talk to everybody else. I'm going to think these in here. Hey, I'm Mario. I'm here too. By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes.